Hey there, my name is Anis, and in 2023 I broke my kneecap after a bad fall playing hockey with my friends. This was my first serious injury ever, and I found out I not only had to adapt myself physically but also mentally as well. I'm making this video because I wish at the time I had someone to answer all my questions and tell me what I now know. So without further ado, let's get started. The first thing you need to know is to have a good mindset, and I really put emphasis on mindset because this is what's gonna save you a lot of trouble, a lot of anxiety and stress along the way. You will have a lot of moments where you will doubt if you're ever gonna go back to normal, and I'm here to tell you that the answer is yes, you will go back to normal. And for that you need a strong mindset to keep you from the doubts and the fear and everything that is limiting you in your recovery. A good mindset is really important, and you need to know that you need to make time for yourself. Don't rush back into the recovery, even if the recovery is going well. So for my end, my recovery was going really good. I had in 2 months I had a really good progress. My doctor said like he never seen anything like it before. I was in his top 2 of people that recovered like the fastest, and he was really surprised by the results. And this gave me kind of a false confidence because at one point I just I was still cautious, but not as much as I should have been, maybe because I thought like I was Iron Man or whatsoever, and you are still fragile even though your recovery is going good, even though you're walking, even though like your physical activity is getting back. Take the time to go back to sports. In my end, my mistake was to go back and try to play volleyball, as I just finished the 3rd month. So we're going into the 4th month of recovery, and I went and played volleyball. So basically, we just at the beginning we're just doing drills, pass, smashes, nothing crazy, and in my head while going into it, I was thinking, oh, you know what, like my left leg is good, so I'm gonna land on my left leg.
A few moments later.
Next thing you know, we start a game, and when you're in that mindset, in the zone, when you're playing any sports, you don't think actively, or oh, I'm gonna land on my left leg instead of my right leg. So my right patella, my right kneecap is the one that broke and was in recovery. I could still walk, I could still like do light jog, but nothing crazy. So my physical therapist gave me exercise on the skipping rope. So I thought, okay, little jumps was okay. So it's not gonna be that big. And for the most part, I didn't feel any discomfort whatsoever. I could bend my knee all the way up. There was no real difference besides the loss of muscle that was getting back into it. That's where my mistake was. It's because it's a false impression that you are almost invincible and okay, I'm back, like I'm built different, right? So this is what I did. When you're in the game state, you don't think actively about your limbs. You don't think actively about landing on your left leg or whatsoever. So we start the game. We're winning by 2 points. Next point, I jump. I jump for the ball, and as I land back on my feet, I feel like something's weird. And then I'm like, oh shit, like, well, I don't know, I'm not in pain, it's just like I feel like something is weird, so I need to like sit. So I sit down, and I'm like, okay, so everyone's just like confused. Everyone's like, oh, are you okay? Like, what's going on? And I'm like, yeah, sure, like, it's good. I try to get back up, and that's when you see my knee is like bending. But I didn't see that at first because I just did it out of reflex. But I saw like, oh shit, like I can't do it. Like something's like preventing me, but I didn't feel any pain at that moment. And it's just when I heard someone say, oh fuck, I just saw something, and that's when I knew, okay, shit, you fucked up. So I did it again. I tried to bend my knee, and then I saw like that flexion that I had the first time when I broke my leg for the first time. that's when I knew, like, okay, you know what, like, honestly, I wasn't even mad, I wasn't even sad, I wasn't even feeling anything. I was just in the mindset of like, you know what, you deserve it. Like, you went there, you clearly know like what you did wrong, you clearly knew like everything, so why be upset, mad whatsoever? It is your fault. So this is part 2. Here we go again. Like, yeah, it's getting better. Looks like a re-injury, dude. Yep. That's crazy. Life's crazy. Keep going. To reduce the muscle atrophy that you have in one leg, it is important for you to train the other leg. When you train the other leg, the body has its way to balance things out, so it will always try to go to the homeostasis, okay, on your body, and just to balance things out. I don't know what it's called. It's maybe not homeostasis, but or another term, but it will always try to balance things out between your body. Everything that is symmetrical, it will try to balance things out, and it's the same for muscles. So if you train only one leg, let's say you do like 3 sets for the leg day, you do 3 sets of 10 to 12 reps on the leg press with your disabled leg, you will actually be able to recover way faster on your way to regain your muscle size and strength when you'll be able to train the other leg. That's one thing. So maintain your gains. Go to the gym. Try to go to the gym every day and do what you can do. I'm not saying do the craziest workout, but try to actually just maintain them. Your goal during this period will be to maintain your muscles, to maintain a good level general of health. Obviously cannot do crazy workouts, so keep it simple and keep it light. Don't go too crazy, because especially if you're in crutches, you need to go back home, and that might be a problem for you. So train the leg that is not injured and do at least 3 sets for 10 to 12 rep of your max range to keep a good muscle mass. So that's for your workouts. For those of you who are interested, I'm gonna put the workout I did during my recovery in the description. Next point, time alone. You will have a lot of time alone during your recovery, so use that time well. You will have a lot of time alone. Even if your friends, even if you're really close to your friends, your family, whatsoever, they are not in the same position as you, and you will notice what is actually to be alone. You will know what is true loneliness. Not loneliness, maybe not loneliness. So you will know what it feels like to be alone with your friends or with your family. You will have a lot of time on your hand, so use it well. This is the time. So if there is one time you need to get your shit done, if you want to start a business, if you want to start, like, I don't know, a creative project, if you want to do art, if you want that thing you always wanted to do but you had so many distractions, don't get distracted and actually do those things. So plan ahead and do the things you said you were gonna do. So the next thing is work, school, whatever side project you had. Now it's the time to do it, and it really is important for you to use that time to do it, because what's gonna happen is when you're out of injury and when life's gonna get back to normal and all these daily distractions will get back to you, it is really you and all these distractions will get back to you. You will realize the luxury you had during this time to do those things. So right now is your time to change your life and to change the course of your life. So next thing is, don't listen to people that says you're never gonna be like before, because that is totally not true. This is just from people that have limiting belief on themselves that are trying to project on you. If you really want to, you will be not even as good but even better. This is usually what happens, is you fall and then you have that will to get better than where you last were. So this is what you should aim for, and don't listen to them, whether it is, I don't know, doctors or physical therapists. About this, okay, so don't listen to them and actually try and go do it for yourself. Prove them wrong. This is really important in your re-education, is to prove people wrong, that you will not only be as good as you were, but even better. So another thing is that time passes really slow, way slower than usual, and you will realize this because in your mind you want to recover as fast as possible to go back and do the things you love. But at the same time, you have to realize, like, you cannot cheat time. Time just passes, whether you want it or not, whether you don't have a control over this. And with this comes the thing that you will really feel like you're missing out. If you have Instagram, if you have on social media, you'll see your friends having fun without you, and you're just there with your crutches and your cast, and you kind of just have to look at them through that lens and say, hey, must be fun with whatever you guys are doing. But I can know that, like, I'm just here with my crutches and shit, and just it really sucks. So for me, my advice to you is cut off completely social media. Don't be on social media. Try to improve yourself. Try new things, new habits. Go read books. Go reinvent yourself. This is the time to do this. And realize also that you're not missing out. It's crazy because in last year I really thought I was missing out. I live downtown in Montreal, so I used to live next to Place des Arts, where there's no roads, no car that passes during the summer. It's just really a big place where they host many and many festivals. So I'm here out of my window, it is maybe midnight, I'm trying to sleep, and there's literally a festival and full-on rave going outside. So the thing you have to realize is that you're not missing out on anything. Your friends might be posting stories on social media, you might see people going out, you might see your family leaving without you, you might see a lot of things that makes you think you're missing out on so many things in life, especially if you're young. Especially if, like me, you were in your early 20s, it's like, oh, the best thing, the best years of your life. You're not missing out on anything. I'm here talking to you 1 year later, and I can definitely tell you that I didn't miss out on anything. But on another side, you will realize how pointless these were, and how you could have used that time for better use for you. Maybe do something creative, maybe, as again, improving yourself and doing some virtuous and meaningful work, or meaningful things that you do. So my advice for you is to actually cut out social media, because this will be really out of the way, and it will really help you. And these will be the time where your character will be tested. I go by the mentality that there is no bad days, there's only character building days. When you think about it, this changes how you see everything in life. There is no bad things. It's really how you're being tested on how you're reacting to it. And it's actually maybe a way to see, it's maybe and when you think about it, it's maybe life just testing you and say, that tells you, okay, here's my challenge, how are you going to respond to it? Are you ready for the next phase of your life? This is a test. This is, you're being tested while recovering from this. So how do you answer? If you answer with the best response, and when you think about if you answer with the best possible answer to it, with a positive mindset, with a mindset that you will not break me, and you answer to it with a mindset that you will not break me, I am ready. No matter what you throw at me, I am ready to go on and to move forward. Then you will see the other side. Only then. But when you think about it, a lot of time in your life you have been tested. You're always being tested at some point. It's not ongoing. It's not an ongoing process. But some maybe big tests get to you. And it's how you respond to it, how you answer to it. What's gonna be your answer? This is what matters, because your answer determines who you're gonna be. This is an important chapter in your story. And the thing you have to realize and take in mind is, how do you want this to shape you? How do you want your story to be remembered? Will you let it break you, or will you let it redefine you? This is the opportunity, right? We always talk about, oh, he has that opportunity, he has that chance, he got lucky. This is your time to get lucky. So don't fuck it up. Don't fuck it up. You will get a lot out of it. A lot. So this was my experience and what I really wished I knew before. You will also realize during that time that a lot of people you thought in your life were actually useful, but weren't useful at all. And you saw how actually you see the real face of people in your around you in your life, who are really there for you, who really care, who, you know. So you see that you actually don't need people. You don't want to be around the wrong people. You want to be around the right people, and few of them, because there's really few in your life where you can actually trust people. So this is your most important chapter in your life. So take it as an opportunity to grow. And I'm kind of making this video also to myself, because this is things I really wanted to know before I got injured, or at the moment I got injured. These are things I wanted to know. So just a disclaimer, this is my personal experience, and in any way this is not a medical advice or whatsoever. I am not a medical professional, and please refer to your doctor, physical therapist, whatever you have on the moment for any details. Hope you guys got something out of this video. Please share, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you want to know anything about my recovery, my journey, how did I go back, how did I do it for 2 times, how I'm doing right now. If you have any ideas, videos, suggestion, what you want to see in the future, please let me know in the comments. And until then, see you in the next time.